Everything I do is wrong.
Hey man, say man, we back with another video. And today we're gonna do a breakdown because although I did go live this morning, there was no trade. Well, there was one trade taken, but it was a break-even trade, and it happened like that, right? So, not really much of a video to be done. However, I did trade FOMC. Now, I don't usually trade news, but this one, for some reason in my gut, I was just like, you know what? I see sales. I see what I want, and I'm gonna take it. Now, I understood my risk. I understood what I put on the table, so I was okay with losing it if it did. Right? I honestly, in my opinion, caught the very top of the move. So I'm gonna show you guys the breakdown of that. I'm also gonna show you what I took that ended up being a break even, but majority of this will be how I caught the FOMC huge drop. Now, in my opinion, if I would have held, bro, I probably would have made about 15,000 today. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You take what you can get. I was not trying to be greedy, especially because you never know with FOMC. But let's get into the breakdown of this video because boy, oh boy, was it a beautiful one. So let me show you guys what I see. Here we go. All right, so the first thing that I took today was a buy on CL, right? I was looking for buys mainly in the reason I'm not going to do a full breakdown of this, but mainly for the reason of I was looking for price to take buy side, which it did. However, I ended up getting stopped out before it hit my target. So as you can see, it did hit my ultimate target. Actually, my target was a 1 or 2, not like that. It did hit my ultimate target. I end up getting in based off this push up. So once this candle closed, this 5-minute candle closed, I hopped in, and my target was going to be either this high here or it was going to be a 1 or 2, right? So depending on how price was moving at the time, it looks like I probably would have been stopped at a break even anyway, based off this, or not break even, but as with some sort of profit, just not hitting my full TP, just because of this wick here. After it would have hit my 1-to-1, regardless if I didn't get stopped here, I would have got stopped somewhere in there. But this was a simple trade. As you can see, we are bullish, right? So we don't have any breaks of structure right now. This right here would have been an awesome sell, but we don't have any market structure shifts. So the only thing I can do is continue to buy until I see a shift of structure, right? On the 15-minute, you can see it. It's not that clean of a trade in the sense of we had a lot of wicks. The only thing that I liked was the fact that we held this fair value gap after making this displacement above this previous down candle. So that was the main reason why I wanted price to come down in here and then take it on up, right? But I end up getting stopped out at break even. I think I put my stops at break even once we hit this up here, just because I wasn't as confident in this trade as I normally would be. Nevertheless, we got stopped out. As you can see, it did end up hitting my ultimate target, but I was not in that to take advantage of it. So yeah, that was CL, and you can see that we are extremely high, which is probably another reason why I wasn't as confident. Just because let me go back down to the 5-minute. Just because before we even came down to my area of interest, we had already taken out the previous day high. So to me, the only saving grace for this particular one and why I took it was for the one fact that it held this 5-minute gap and gave me a lot of bullish momentum, and that I figured we would probably want to take buy side before we end up pushing down. Again, that's probably the main reason why I put my stops at break even here before we even hit that 1-to-1, just because I wasn't as confident, right? So there's that one. Now, the big trade that I did take, which was later on the day at 1 p.m., right? I was in the trade before 1 p.m. I think I was in the trade at like 12:30 ish, and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna let it run through because we were still holding. So maybe 12:45, somewhere around there. But let's go to the massive trade on YM that I end up taking. Look at that, y'all. And you see where I got out at. You see where I got out at, right? We're talking a massive 6, almost 7. Oh my God, bro. Look at that. That massive drop. And I just got a little bit, like almost a 4-to-1 out of it, right? Imagine had I held this until that candle closed. It's really the 15-minute where I got out at, but imagine how I held this, right? That is crazy. That is almost a 14-to-1 RR if I would have held after that 1 hour close. But that's not something I would do anyway. So it is what it is. Let me bring this back up and let me just show you why I end up getting into this trade. All right. So for the main reason why I got into this trade is we were actually looking at this particular trade since 8:30, 9 a.m. Sorry about that. We saw this about 8:30, 9 a.m. is when I was looking for a sell down, but I was waiting, right? There was no inkling that price wanted to push down, right? I saw that price. I was looking at this particular area here. Really, on the 1 hour, I was looking at potentially if price did not close the way it did, but because price closed the way it did, I was just like, you know what, price is probably going to make another wick or a top wick on the 4 hour. So that 9 a.m. Candle is where I was just at. I mean, I think it's 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. candle. I was just like, you know what, I'm not watching this no more. I was done. We are still pushing the fuck down. Y'all, what is going on? Look at that drop. That's crazy. But like I was saying, I was looking for sales probably in this area, but I never got confirmation. Just because price continuously was giving like bullish pressure, especially on a 15-minute. Like that. Look at this bullish 15-minute candle. There was no way I was going to get in at that point. Once I saw price continue up like this, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait to like later on in the day and see if I get an opportunity. I just so happened to get on around this area here. I think it was like at 12:30, 12:35 time, and I saw price, giving me another market structure shift after it breaking structure. So I was like, you know what? If price gives me the opportunity to get in, I will get in. I do believe I got in on this particular candle here aggressively just because I knew my stops were going to be above this high here. And if I was wrong, if I lost, I was going to be wrong, right? Because if price were to come up here, that means we're probably going to continue bullish or we're taking some liquidity. And at that point, I no longer want to be in the situation anyway. So I end up getting in right when price gave me some rejection in this area. I didn't hop in right when it hit this area, but as soon as it gave me some sort of rejections when I hopped in, and I was just like, you know what, I'm a risk it because I see sales. Like if I go to the 1 hour, I didn't see anything that was telling me, okay, price wants to push up, right? Again, on the 4 hour, we created this wick and we had already tapped into this 4 hour order block, right? Or supply. So in my eyes, I was just super confident in the sales. Obviously very, very risky. I wouldn't normally do this. I would normally not trade news. I just happened to do it today and it paid off. I will not continue to do stuff like this like all the time. This is a once and maybe, every now and then type of situation when you're just confident in what you know because you were looking for this even before news, right? I was looking for the sell before news. We did not get it. So I was thinking news is going to be where the push was going to come. And therefore, that's why I got in where I got in. and it just sold. Obviously, I probably could have held for a very long time, but my TP was this low, was that 1 hour low. So yeah, man. That's all, fam. Like that was it's a crazy 15-minute candle. Like this 15-minute candle covered, let's just see, almost 400 ticks. Almost 400 ticks is what that 115 oh shit. That 1 15-minute candle did. So as it was going and as price came down here to this low, a part of me was like, oh my gosh, because you see the numbers, you see the P&L, right? And you're like, I'm up 4,000. I'm up 5,000. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? And at that point, when I start saying that to myself, I know I need to get out. You know what I mean? Like I know I need to get out regardless of what happens after that. So I end up getting out as price. I think it ended up passing this area here, this low. And then it ended up coming look back. So I ended up getting about $4,500 off this one trade. And I'll show you guys on my P&L. But yeah, that's a crazy adrenaline rush right there. Again, this is not something I promote all the time. It just happened to go my way, fam. It happened to go my way. And again, like I said, and like I tell my team, which is why I did not trade with my team on this, just because I don't want to promote it as much. But if you look at the outcome, that's some crazy outcome not to talk about. You know what I mean? This is a crazy move to happen within 15 minutes, like this first 15-minute candle, right? And then now look at the daily candle. Look at this daily candle wick. And we're still going, we're probably going to come down to this imbalance right here. Let's see. We're probably going to come back down to this imbalance at some point. But yeah, again, not promoting trading news. That's not something I do all the time. However, there's no way in hell that I couldn't talk about this one. No way in hell. Especially because for the past couple of days, I did not post yesterday because we barely got shit. I did take a gold trade, but it was like, you know what I mean? I was super busy. I couldn't even make a post a video or edit the video. But this particular trade, I had to go ahead and do a trade breakdown, even though we were on live with the team. We're live with the team every single day, with the exception of Fridays. We're live with the team. But yeah, let me stop yapping. That's all I really had to say and put myself back on here. That's all I really had to say. I wanted to show you guys the initial trade that I took off CL, which ended up stopping me at break even. I think I had like a $40 win with that. Wasn't as confident, but the fact that I was confident in this one and it was news coming just told me that's the whole reason why I risked what I risked, which is my initial risk anyway, right? Because I didn't take a loss. I took one trade, got stopped at a break even. So I took another trade with my initial risk that I was going to risk regardless for the day, right? So if I lost, I was going to be okay with the loss. And it ended up playing out for me heavily. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that we back with the live trades. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep posting. If we get something, I'm gonna post. If we don't get anything, that's why you guys probably won't see a video. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what else I could do as far as videos go, because I want to be super consistent. I don't want to just not post just because I don't take a trade, because I probably won't take a trade every single day. I might show up every day, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be a trade every day. I might actually start doing like day in a life type shit. Where it's just really what I'm doing in a day, but it's kind of boring because I really don't leave this office until 5 p.m. So boring as shit. I don't know if you guys want to see me in this office till 5 p.m. I don't know. But regardless, you see I'm yapping again. Regardless, that was the trade I took. I wanted to get you guys a video at least of the trade, and then we'll see what tomorrow holds. I'm not trading Friday, like I said. And then next week is Christmas, and I probably won't be taking many trades next week. Tuesday or Wednesday for sure. Right? Let me see. what day is actual Christmas? Wednesday is Christmas. So Tuesday and Wednesday, I definitely won't be taking a trade. Monday, it depends. And Thursday and Friday, I don't know. We're gonna see. If I take a trade, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know, and I post it. But that's all I got to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Vibe blowing at the J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bay. Vibe blowing at my J, got the loud jumping at the pay.